If I give you my email, can I play the beta?
Yes.
Heel overtuigend. Yo kijkers van DDG, zoals jullie weten ben ik een hele grote fan van League of Legends. Ik heb de MOBA-genre lang gespeeld en het valt me op dat de laatste tijd andere games uitkomen. Onder andere een game van Blizzard. Ik mocht hem van de meneer hier naast me niet vergelijken met League. Het is niet een MOBA, maar een team brawl gamer uit mijn hoofd. Ik zit in ieder geval met de senior producer. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Thanks for coming.
Today we're going to talk about Heroes of the Storm, a new game coming out from Blizzard. It's a tough question to ask, and I'm sure a lot of people have done it before. But I just told my audience I'm a big League of Legends player, and I'm really curious because I really like League of Legends, otherwise I wouldn't have been playing it for several years. But how is Heroes of the Storm different, or maybe even better than League of Legends in your opinion?
Yeah, well, we went to make this game. We basically wanted to take the Blizzard spin on this genre. So obviously it's very well established. There are a number of very big games in the space already. But we're really looking at it and saying, what are the things that we would do and change, and kind of basically started and we dissected the entire game. We said, what are the things we like? What contributes to the fun of the game? What are the things that are kind of more pain points and that we don't necessarily enjoy that much? And we weren't afraid to kind of blow it up and take away the things that we thought weren't great, add new things. So this starts with the length of the gameplay. So typically you're playing these games for 35, 45 minutes, an hour. This game is 15 to 20 minutes. You get in, you have fun, you get out. The action is almost non-stop. It's just from the moment you get in, you're in team fights, you're fighting over objectives, you're just digging right into the gameplay, right? We looked at things like maps. There's usually a predominant map in the genre. We said, we don't want maps, we want battlegrounds. We're thinking of World of Warcraft battlegrounds when we made this decision.
Yeah.
We're thinking about...
I noticed.
We're thinking these are objective-based things. So in addition to the normal, you have lanes, you have minions, you have towers. We added a lot more on that. So every battleground has unique objectives that the team can coordinate on, and it dramatically changes the course of the battle. So it's not just about laning, it's not just about fighting your way to the core. It's about the choices you make on the way there and how that impacts the speed at which you're able to do that. We looked at the item shop and we said, do we need an item shop? What are the things we're getting out of an item shop? We said, well, we like that you can customize your hero, but we said, the choices that you're given in an item shop are pretty genericized because they have to be valid for the entire range of heroes in the game. So we said, all right, what if we say no item shop, but we give talents to heroes? So each hero has its own talent tree, and as you're playing the game, as you level up within the game, you get choices. And right now it's choices of like 5 different options, and instead of being a generic thing that all heroes have, it's unique to your hero. So these are things that change your Q, your W, your E, your R ability. They really augment and change the way you play your hero, and it's because it's a choice you can make on the fly. You can make strategic choices while you're playing the game. You can make choices based on your enemy team composition, based on their choices, based on your team choices, based on the way the game's going. So there's a lot of strategy involved just in customizing your hero game to game as you're leveling them up and choosing their talents. These are all the kind of things that we just said, no rules, just do whatever we want, let's have some fun with this, and so far it's been going great. We're in technical alpha right now. We have thousands of people playing with us and helping us test it. We're developing it really in real time with them there, giving us input on it along the way. And really, we're making a game that is a collision of all the Blizzard worlds, right? StarCraft, Warcraft, Diablo. Yeah. We even have, eventually there'll be the games from the classic Blizzard, Lost Vikings and Blackthorn and Rock and Roll Racing. So anything is fair game for this, and really there's no rules because it's all being sucked into the Nexus, which is this trans-dimensional storm, and it's all fun. It's basically taking all your favorite Blizzard characters, mashing them all together in a really fast-paced, fun, team-based game.
Yeah, because it was really fun. Like you said, you had the unique feature that you removed the item systems, which when you told me the first time, I was like, you're gonna remove the items? Are you sure? But I really like that you changed around with the skills. I never thought of it, but it's actually a really good idea to really customize not only the game but also the characters. It's one way to have more attack damage than health, but it's another to have one skill over another. So I really like that. And you talked also about the length of the game. I think that's a good choice as well. But you showed me the demo earlier, and what I really like is that you just not have one map, like at Summoner's Rift in League of Legends, but you actually have 5 maps at the moment. And what really cool was, and what you can maybe explain to the audience, because I really like that, was the map mechanic. Is that what you called it?
So the one that you just saw was Blackheart'S Bay, which is one of 5 battlegrounds that we have currently. Yeah. Now Blackheart'S Bay, again, it has lanes, it has minions, it has towers. You're fighting your way to the core, and that's how you win ultimately, is you destroy the enemy team's core. But on Blackheart'S Bay, there are treasure chests and there are mercenaries across the map. When you defeat them, you get coins from them, and you actually carry them around on your hero, and it has a counter. It shows how many you have. The enemy team can bring up their tab menu and see, ooh, he's got 7 coins.
We have to hurry.
Yeah, so, and then basically, as you play the game, you take those coins and you go and turn them into a pirate at the center of the map, and he has a big pirate ship there, and he basically, when you give him enough coins, and the number of coins that is required kind of increases as the game goes on. So the first time it's 10 coins, and it goes to 12, and it just kind of increases from there. But you give him the coins, and once he gets the right amount of coins, he actually starts turning his cannons on the enemy forts and towns and towers. And in one volley, he basically can take out an enemy town. So if you actually coordinate enough to leave the lane and go get coins and turn them in before the enemy team does, you're going to make significant progress towards defeating their core. So you have choices there. Is this the moment that I go for the mercenaries? Is this the moment that I go for the treasure chest? Yeah. Do I instead look for an enemy with a lot of coins and hunt him down and kill him? Because when he dies, he drops all those coins.
Yeah.
Dustin Browder,
take it.
Yeah, Dustin Browder likes to say, it's candy, right? It all just comes pouring out of them. You grab it, you run, you go turn them in. You know, there's lots of opportunities to kind of gank and set up ambushes. You know, you can actually go wait at the pirate where you turn these things in, and you're just waiting for that guy to come, that lone guy.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So there's so many choices here of how you want to play the game, and the way your team coordinates and the decisions they make directly impact how successful they're going to be in that game. But there's a lot of choice. It's just choices all over the place. Choice in talents, choice on map objectives, lane objectives, the way you want to distribute your team. A lot of strategic options in the game.
But as you said, it's really a team game. How do you see the competitive scene for Heroes of the Storm? I can imagine that it's quite hard, like in such a team-based game, to play with 4 random people. So
currently in our tech alpha, we basically can play with AI, you can play co-op versus AI, or you can play versus mode, which is either organized teams where you would get in a party and you queue as 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, or you can just solo queue. So I solo queue a lot because I want to see what the experience is like. And obviously in alpha we have a lot of new players and people have never seen it and everything's different. Largely what I see is that while we have these unique map mechanics and there's 5 different ones right now, the core ideas of them are relatively straightforward. It's get coins, turn them in, don't die, and drop them, right? It's not like some crazy extra thing. So there are definitely ways that you can coordinate and choices you can make that help you be more efficient, but it's not like rocket science or this incredibly complex thing that everyone's going to struggle with. We're intentionally giving them objectives that are very straightforward and just kind of fun. Competitive play, there's a lot of depth, there's a lot of strategy, but for a new player, they can have fun and they can be contributing. And actually, I think some players who are maybe a little more afraid of team fights, they might find that sometimes they can be really effective by going out after map objectives, and they can suddenly be like the hero of the game because they got that clutch turn in or something, and it really changes it. So again, it's options, it's varied gameplay. It's fun. Well,
that's really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. But to round it off, it's a free-to-play game, if I'm correctly. Is it a pay-to-win game? Like sometimes you see that you can only unlock certain champions when you pay money, or you can unlock certain items and such. How does that work in your game?
Yeah, so right now, basically we have a hero rotation. So there are 5 heroes in rotation by default right now. You can unlock 2 more slots as you play the game. Of course, in time, as we get more heroes, we will have more slots available as well. But heroes can be purchased with either gold, which is our in-game currency that you earn just by playing it, or real money. Yeah. Real money is really an out for time. You know, if you'd rather get it right away, you can spend money. If you want to play a little bit, you can get gold. Yeah. But it's not pay to win at all. I mean, it's something that we're kind of fundamentally against. We're making decisions that are giving you options that no one is at a significant advantage or disadvantage, especially based on money or gold spent. It's much more about just choices. You know, what hero do you want to have unlocked? The hero that you love just left rotation. You can buy it with gold, you can buy it with money, but you know, you're not at some inherent disadvantage, or there's no power discrepancy because of that. So yeah, it's really more about choice, what you want and how you want to get it.
Alright, sounds really cool. Thank you very much for the interview. Nou, dat was hem dus, jongens. Heroes of the Storm van Blizzard. Op het moment, it's still an alpha, right? Or is it's still an alpha?
It's very early in development.
Alright, but if I give you my email, can I play the beta?
Yes.
Heel overtuigend. Jongens, ik ga gewoon proberen die beta te bemachtigen. Ik ben heel benieuwd. Het klinkt echt leuk, verfrissend. Het is echt iets nieuws. Ik vind het echt super tof dat ze die items hebben weggehaald. En dat je eigenlijk meer kan customizen met skills en powers, dat soort dingen. Laat even weten wat jij ervan vindt. Denk jij, gaat deze game wat worden? Wat denk jij dat ze eventueel nog kunnen veranderen? En wat vind je van de changes om item shops weg te halen en dat soort dingen? Laat het even weten in de comments. Vergeet niet een duimpje omhoog te doen voor DusDavidGames en even te abonneren. En dan zie ik jullie volgende keer misschien wel met wat beta footage. Jullie zien het dan. Tot volgende keer, mensen. Ciao.